But let's start with ABC 57 Chief Meteorologist Tom Coomes with the very latest on this next round of storms. Tom.
Good evening, Brian. The next round of storms will likely be more widespread and greater impacting for the area. First, let's look at what's left of round one. Not much. Still raining over northern Elkhart County, most of Cass County. But again, we are done with that threat for most of the area. But I do want to go out a little wider and now update you. This could be a stronger line of storms as you look towards the Chicagoland area near Joliet, Illinois. This just issued that red box. That is a tornado warning. Tornado warning for the Joliet area. This is in Chicago. This looks to be a stronger line of storms. It's already a longer line of storms, which means as it moves east, will be greater impacting for the area. But again, this is our concern right now. The area of severe weather is now just towards our west. This is back near the Joliet area near Chicago. Tornado warning near Tinley Park. But again, this line of storms producing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. Latest timeline on this for the next hour puts it in Michigan City and into LaPorte County 1 hour from now. So at midnight, expect us to be breaking back into programming because another round of storms, possibly a stronger and more widespread line of storms, will be moving through. Here's the latest update, the storm breakdown for round two, midnight to 1:30 in the morning. Severe weather likely. The threats, 60+ mile per hour winds. Flooding may also be an issue with this. Again, the severe weather threat remains with this. Keep charging those phones. Power outages we've already seen and are still likely with round two. Again, that's around midnight. We'll keep you updated. Not change that much. For rest of St. Joseph County into Elkhart County into Cass County, severe thunderstorm warning through 1 o'clock. So no longer a tornado warning, but still the threat is the same. Whether it's straight line or rotating wind, we have a severe threat with 70 to 80 mile per hour winds that's about to move through the area. Marshall County, you're still under that severe thunderstorm warning. Again, right now treating these tornado and severe thunderstorm warnings the same because the threat is the same. There are some spin-ups, but whether it's rotation or straight line wind, 70 to 80 mile per hour wind will down trees, will take shingles and possibly portions of your roof off. Get to your safe location, center of your house. As many walls between you and the outside is what we want. Away from windows. Get inside, get to the middle of your house, get to the basement if you have one. This is the situation we've been preparing you for throughout the night. A dangerous situation right now. First line of storms on the gust front here. This is out in front. This is not the worst. This is just going to wake you up with some rain. It's this secondary line that's beginning to fill in here on the back side right now through western St. Joseph County. Clearing off this warning information again from Berrien County, Cass County under that severe thunderstorm warning through 1 o'clock. St. Joseph, Elkhart, tornado warning, new tornado warning now for southern St. Joseph County, northern Marshall County, from Plymouth to Lakeville. Plymouth, Lakeville, south side of South Bend. The most dangerous portion of this storm right here is you can see around Walkerton, North Liberty. Walkerton, North Liberty, southward towards Plymouth. If you're on either side of US 6, if you're from US 30 to US 20, US 30 to US 20, anywhere between there, southern St. Joseph County, northern Marshall County, get to your safe place now. Inside, center of your house, basement, get there now. Plymouth, North Liberty, La Paz, eventually towards Bremen and Wyatt. This is the area of concern. You see these little bends along this front here that's moving through, along the front of this storm. That's where we have the spin-ups. That's where we have the greatest concern for tornado. And we still have the strong straight line winds. Plymouth, La Paz, all the way up to South Bend. If you're along US 31, South Bend to Plymouth, sirens still going off in St. Joseph County. Tornado warning, North Liberty. This will head towards Wyatt. The main concern is straight line wind, but there are rotations along this. Again, you can see these buckles along this line of this bow echo, of this strong straight line wind event that we have right now. 60 to 70 mile per hour winds moving west to east. I'll put this in motion just to show you the movement of what's going on right now. Watch the movement of this. Again, this is moving quickly. There's the first line. The second line is the big concern right now, working through North Liberty and Walkerton. Working through North Liberty and Walkerton, tornado warning, strong straight line wind right now. I'll put a pause on this again, still focused on this area. North Liberty to Walkerton along US 31, area of greatest concern right now. Get to your safe location. Most of the area under a severe thunderstorm warning with strong straight line winds. Strong straight line winds. I want to take another look at the velocity data in this area right here along this bowing line of thunderstorms. North Liberty to Walkerton. North Liberty to Walkerton. Updating you again, this is near the Walkerton area. Walkerton southward, south of Walkerton. I want to go in right here. 83 mile per hour estimated wind near Walkerton towards Plymouth. Walkerton, Plymouth towards La Paz. Again, take shelter now. Take shelter now. Tornado warning again in effect right now for St. Joseph County into northern Marshall County. Area of greatest concern, northern Marshall County, near La Paz, near the Walkerton area. Let's ID some of the roads in here of where we may have the greatest concern. If you're along 4B Road in Marshall County to First Road, First to 4B, this is our area of greatest concern right now. First Road to 4B Road, Marshall County. First to 4B Road, again, 83 mile per hour wind estimate, and this is right in line with the radar scan. This is a pretty spot on estimate of wind gusts that's moving through. The area shaded in green here, that is the estimated velocity from the radar, and we're estimating 83 miles per hour. Even if we're close, this is a dangerous situation. 80 mile per hour wind gusts, the strongest now in northern Marshall County between 1st and 4B Road. 1st and 4B Road, this is going right down US 6. Right down US 6. La Paz and Bremen. You're in the path of this storm right now. La Paz and Bremen. Dangerous situation.
And more snow time.
Yeah, temperatures are about as warm right now as they will be all week. Not until Saturday will we get back into the 20s. We're now dipping into the teens. And it's going to be very cold and at times snowy for portions of Michiana. 3 things for you to remember tonight. Falling temperature, and that will turn on the lake effect snow for most of Wednesday and through most of Thursday. It will also be blustery. Think about the impacts we saw on Saturday. I don't expect that as widespread or quite as bad, but localized impacts could be very similar for tomorrow and Thursday. Tracking snow right now, there are some small spots of low visibility. This now along US 6 near La Paz, Lakeville, US 31. That intersection there, be careful on the roads tonight. Again, we're just seeing some passing little spots of snow. This will begin to taper down as we carry on through much of this evening. Go out for the wider view. It's highly scattered and most of this is moving off towards the east, and you see more of a break back towards the west. We'll wait on the fall in temperature to turn on the lake effect snow. This is mostly associated with the system, the front that has been passing through here that is dropping the temperature tonight. You can see the wind now out of the west as it backs more towards the north and west. That's what will turn on the lake effect snow as we go into tomorrow. We're still in the teens right now. We'll fall into the single digits tonight. Big picture, you can see 18 in South Bend, 11 in Green Bay, 9 in Minneapolis, and that's when that cold air will really turn on and temperatures fall to 6 tonight in South Bend, 10 in Rochester, 8 Warsaw. Most of the snow is up along the state line into southwest and lower Michigan, and that's true tomorrow as well. There may be some scattered light showers south of US 20, but pretty much this is all north of US 20 with snowfall. Winter storm watch for that area highlighted through Wednesday through Thursday until 7 p.m. Thursday evening. Here's forecast track. Latest run shows the snow ramping up as we head towards noon tomorrow, 12:30. You can see most of that snow is just towards the east of South Bend, Granger, Elkhart, Bristol, and then north into southwest lower Michigan. The big question is, where does this main band set up? It's the potential from Elkhart, Granger, back towards South Bend, of course, Berrien and Cass County under that bullseye as well. And how long it sits over your location. It may streak all the way down towards the Warsaw area. If it parks over your house, over your neighborhood, you'll see the most snowfall. And it has the potential to get up towards that 8-inch mark, especially in the Benton Harbor, St. Joe area or central Berrien County, Berrien Springs. heads up there as the snow may linger the longest. My snowfall forecast, I've updated it to be pretty much all of the US 20 corridor north, at least 2 to 4 inches with the potential of 4 to 6, especially as you head into Berrien and Cass County, and somewhere in there may be an area of 8 inches or more. Outside of that, again, not as wide an impact as what we saw Saturday, but from the state line north, we still may have those areas of whiteout conditions with gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour, blowing and drifting, and this pretty much continues through most of the day on Wednesday before things taper down, at least improve somewhat into Thursday. 7-day forecast, we still have Wednesday highlighted for lake effect snow. Thursday could be messy as well, especially in the morning. Friday is just cold, 16 after a very, very cold start. We get back in the 20s on Saturday with a chance for system snow, not lake effect, if that's an improvement for at least some. Temperatures teens and 20s as we go into next week, but still no temperatures above freezing for the next 10 days.
I just pulled up the countdown to spring. 31 days, 29 minutes, 53 seconds. We will get there, friends. Yeah, and counting. We'll keep an eye on it, too. All right. Entering a scent liver is tracking blowing snow on the county line between Elkhart and St. Joseph County. Alexandra Cohen is in Berrien County, where drivers are trying to navigate after a huge crash this afternoon. But first, let's get over to ABC 57 Chief Meteorologist Tom Coomes for the very latest here at 5. Tom.
Good evening, Brian. Well, rolling whiteout conditions continue this evening. It's highly localized, pretty much in Berrien, Cass, and Elkhart counties. Your social media response has been great today, sharing conditions in your neighborhood with us and everyone else. Heather sent this in from Goshen at US 33 there. Near whiteout conditions, said it was about to get worse just before she snapped this photo at the light. Again, messy out there this evening, especially if you're under this line of lake effect snow. It starts in St. Joe, Berrien Springs, through the Dowagiac area, just towards the north and east of Niles, and as you head down towards Edwardsburg and Elkhart. This is the area of impact and has been as we've gone through much of the evening hours. Let's go in for a closer look. This will continue across most of the region. South Bend towards the north and west, this is a little minor, but pretty much it's under this line that we're still going to see this impact, especially just towards the north and east of Elkhart and Edwardsburg. Between Edwardsburg and Elkhart and Bristol this evening is where the greatest impact is. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories continue until 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Folks that are getting up early in the morning, they'll want a jacket.
Yeah, you want the jacket. You may have some frost. This won't be as widespread, but it was a great evening. I've got some interesting pictures to show you. This one coming in Haley, downtown South Bend. Great photo. But we're going to get a little better from here. Check out this one from Cameron Riddle out of Bremen. Just Indiana sunset as much as you can get. Tractor parked in the field, lovely evening, and I thought I wasn't going to get anything that would beat this until I found this photo from Grand Mere State Park. This is from Joshua Nowicki, and what you're seeing here is a mirage. We typically would not be able to see this from the Lake Michigan shore. We talked about this last night. Conditions are right on the lake that we're actually seeing a mirage of the Chicago skyline. Very interesting here. Here's what's happening. This is a good example of a superior mirage. So Joshua was on the Lake Michigan shore. He was looking towards the west, and Chicago's beyond the horizon. Should not be able to see it. However, with the right conditions, we have an inversion. We have cold air near the cold lake water and some relatively warmer air above it. This will bend the image of that skyline back towards the viewer. And so typically we would not be able to see this. This image would be viewable from much, much higher in the sky up in space. But instead, we're able to see it on the Lake Michigan shore. Very fascinating. And that's the same reason we're actually seeing this ring on the radar tonight as well. Because of the inversion we call it atmospheric ducting, it's bending the radar rays back towards the ground. So even on a clear night, we have some interesting weather to talk about.
That's right. You can't ask for better weather out here downtown South Bend. Just look at the First Warning weather app, 70 and sunshine. Again, you can't ask for better weather, and it continues through this evening. Take a look at the forecast for this evening, 70s and 60s. Remember, sunset now is going past 9 o'clock. It's around 9:05 this evening when the sun will set. So we're going to see great weather through the evening. And as we go into the weekend, Saturday, 70s and sunshine, staying dry. Great Saturday night. That's the concert night. And of course, Sunday. Most of Sunday is dry. We'll have the latest timing on that chance rain coming up in your full forecast.